I am Dr. Bianca Hanganu, forensic specialist physician and assistant professor of forensic medicine at Grigore Popa University of Medicine and Pharmacy of Iași, where I teach students in the last year of med school. It's been 3 years since I started to teach international students, and working with them is always a challenge, but a challenge which I actually enjoy. I learned a lot of new things from my students because I give them the possibility to share their experience within the labs. One of the main difficulties in working with international students is related to the specialty itself. Forensic medicine is not the same in all countries. For example, in Romania, the forensic pathologists perform autopsies, but they also examine the living person. In other countries, there are forensic pathologists for autopsies and forensic clinician for the examination of the living person. Or countries where the activity performed by the forensic pathologist in Romania is performed by a person with special training in law and with additional training in medicine. Therefore, to counteract this difficulty, at the first meeting, students receive as homework to find information on the system of forensic medicine in their countries. In this way, in the next class, each student will present to their colleagues the activity of forensic medicine in their countries. Most students enjoyed this idea so far. Moreover, in groups where there are several students from the same country, I give them the possibility to work as a team, activity which allows them to use their skills of synthesis, relationship and teamwork. Another particular aspect in our specialty is related to death issue. Death is seen differently in different cultures. External examination of the body is mandatory for all students, being part of the final examination of student, but internal examination is optional. Although most students like the idea of attending a complete autopsy, for students who feel uncomfortable attending a complete autopsy in the morgue, we have the possibility of video transmission from the autopsy room in the classroom. The possibility of attending a full autopsy is seen as a positive aspect by some Erasmus students who stay in our university only for 1 semester, saying that access to the autopsy room is not so easy in their countries. Many of the international students in our university come from Muslim countries. Every year, in the 2nd semester, we face quite difficult times, that of Ramadan, a time in which students are fasting during the day. To counteract this challenge, in groups where there are many such students, during Ramadan we can reorganize the schedule, setting time intervals at which they do not feel exhausted due to fasting or lack of sleep. A positive aspect of this time is the fact that it allows students to have moments of communion, their non-Muslim colleagues being invited to celebrate the end of Ramadan together.